Ready for a new style? Call AA Salon in Wheeler Springs Plaza, 775-764-1898.
Nye County Commissioner Leo Blundo made his second appearance in Justice Court today in front of Judge Richard Glasson from Douglas County, who has been asked to preside over this felony domestic battery case in which Blundo is being accused of strangling his wife. Today, Blundo was booked and released following the court hearing on these charges that Esmeralda County District Attorney Robert Glennon has found enough evidence to move forward. The hearing was held again in Justice of the Peace Judge Kurt Vito's courtroom with Judge Glasson and Commissioner Blundo's two attorneys that he has now retained in the matter on video conference. Attorneys Dominic Gentile and Paulo Armini, both from Clark Hill out of Las Vegas, are representing the defendant. Blundo said in the first court hearing that he would like to apply for indigent services to see if he could get a public defender. The judge gave direction on how to do that and urged him to retain an attorney in this case as soon as possible. Today's hearing had all involved attempting to make a firm schedule and to secure a courtroom for Blundo's arraignment, and which now has been scheduled for October 3rd in Courtroom B here in Pahrump Justice Court at 9 a.m. This case began when the Nye County Sheriff's Office was called on March 28th to the Blundo home here in Pahrump in reference to $77,000 in cash and a gun missing. At that time, Mrs. Blundo told police that her husband was blaming her for taking the money and the gun, and at one point was on top of her, choking her. Mrs. Blundo, who was recorded on police body camera during the call for service, says that she was unable to breathe or move. Blundo was not taken into custody at that time, but given a notice to appear in court for these charges.
Mr. Glennon, you indicated that Mr. Blundo has not yet been booked.
Yes, the state would request a book and release.
Ms. Armani, any objection to Mr. Blundo being booked and released?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
A walkthrough, I'm assuming, then? It would be a walkthrough?
Yes.
I don't know what a walkthrough means, but Mr. Glennon cannot accompany him. He's the closing counsel. So, Mr. Blundo, you're on your onesies to take direction from the clerk and bailiff as to where to go to get your picture taken.